Don't I want the Dune War chant. No, I'll save that for when Clay shows up, because I'm sure he will. Do I? Nah, I'm not gonna lower my exposure. Under the blue sea or something. Why you know game capture? Hello? Game capture, what the fuck? Under the blue sea or something. No, I'm dooning. Straight dooning it, bros. And by dooning it, I mean jorking my shy halud. Straight up shy haludin, broskies. That did not sound good. That sounded stupid. Okay. Alright, so we have 5 days. Zero, let's see. I need steel. You can get that, because I need this and then something there. Shit, I might have fucked up. Actually, no, they don't need that. Fuck it. Research. Protect the peace. I am pointing the way. Okay. Now we need resources, advanced steelworks. Why aren't the people building? Build! Build! The steel must be made. The things must be researched. Stop screaming, my cat is sleeping. Meow! Give them a chance to repent. I am a forgiving God.
Praise our inspired leader. You may retire for the night.
Get to work. Okay. Great, now he's throwing up. I have done nothing wrong. I am merely pointing the way. Like Timothy Chalalamame. Technology? Shit. City is good. We are stable, but the problem is I don't know if I'm gonna have the ability to keep this place warm once the storm hits. I mean, I have the automatons working on the coals. I could probably do... How much does it cost? 75 steel still? How much steel do I need for this? It's 100. We wait. I will not bend the rules. No! I see a narrow... Oh, fuck. What is Paul's line? I see a narrow pathway through. Alright, how are our... Every one day? And what does IGN say? Why are there people there's food. There's plenty of fucking food, you bitches. Give me the Clay TLDR. The Frank DR. Also, I'm upset, Clay, that you never responded to my message about Frank ranks Franks. That was genius of me. Like absolute cinema of me. Food theft. Ask the faith. The keepers of the faith shall supervise the cooks. I'm pointing the way. Sorry, I got Dune in my... I'm Duning it in my head right now.
Work shift begins. May Lord preserve our great leader.
Praise me. Technology. Is that all that's out there? It is. Okay, you come the fuck home. You more efficiency. I'll do that, and then... Bosses take way too long to scale, huh? World feels like 2 worlds, too. They gave it a 6 out of 10. I mean, here's the thing. What did IGN rate Dragon's Dankma? IGN Dragon. If they didn't level up their gear, then yeah, that's on them. We need the eagle. We need the eagle of gamer ranks to give us the before you buy, even though I've already bought. Or Jake Baldino, yeah. Okay, they gave Dragon's Dogma 2 an 8. After the... Even after the macro... I don't even remember the macrotransactions update. I don't even remember what they did. I saw Crimson Desert sitting at Metacritic. Let's see if it's changed, though. I saw a 78. It's still sitting at a 78 on 80 off of 82 critics. So I think I need to build another, not hot house, but cookhouse. And where can I fucking squeeze this bitch in? You're gonna go there. Build me another automaton. Why are the workers so fucking slow, dude? Where did the homeless people come from? Actually, no, the children will work. Actually, no, they won't. They're only... Okay. New automaton has been built. That has an automaton. What can I... Technically, the automaton could do the hot house. What's our production? We really need more... Could have the automaton work that. Wall drill. No, the wall drills might be... I think we'll just have... What to send the automaton? Where to send it? I guess I really don't need... Send the automaton there. So then we don't need to worry about keeping the place warm. Still discovering more sites. I don't have the... it's 4 days. Oh, and I need to build more homes. God damn it. Advanced coal mine. They need generator power upgrade 3. It's gonna be 80. Let's research the efficiency. People, bunkhouses. I'm gonna need another coal reserve. Resources. 75 steel for a large depot. Fucking hell. Let's see. That's on wood. Raw food. Coal. Rations. Coal. Nope, keep it at raw food. Fuck.
Your neighbor is done.
12 hours. And I'm gonna need food as well. Okay. Resources. Large resource depot. So I want to upgrade everyone's homes to homes. 10 of our people died. Well, that's a shame for them. Whoops. Do I recall? Oh, they died. Oh, did they die in the storm? They died in the... Okay, that is dumb as fuck if they died out there. I'm just saying. Because it says storm is 4 days away. It doesn't say, hey, get them, you gotta call them in before this. Or it says call them in before it, but like, you know what I mean. I'm pointing the way. There will be no discontent in my city. House insulation, advanced coal mine. Oh, shit. Yes. I don't need to send them. Let's see, a dueling law. You may duel each other now.
Listen, everyone.
In the face of the end of the world. I'm not gonna send y'all out there because the storm's coming. How do I dismantle the outpost? And then let's do coal. And then we'll need another one. Oh, can they make it? 14 hours? Risk it for the biscuit, baby. You're brave. Brave souls. The Muad'Dib has commanded you. Risk your lives. People, housing. Oh.
Work starts. All workers double your effort for our divine leader.
I'm not sending them back out, no. Okay. I could do another care house. Yes, I think we need another one. Fuck, can I fit this right there? Okay. Upgrade 3. Shame I don't have an additional steam core. Ugh, is there any way I could get one back, though? I don't think so. I could dismantle the one that works at this thumper. Dismantle. And then... Oh wait, did I just... I'm building a fuck. No, oh shit, the infirmary. Oh, balls. Oh well. We need to make sure we can produce. And then... I guess, build prostheses? Prosthetics. We need another depot. Oh, I already... Whatever. Alright, people, housing. We're producing a good amount. Storm, oh god. Okay. Alright, alright. And then... Okay, we are... Team hub efficiency. And they probably will mean upgrade to houses.
Your labor is done.
I don't think they can make it to the ice caves. Get home. More coal. One of our people died, someone died. The shame! Some of you may die. And I am quite alright with that. It means less people to feed. I'm a benevolent overlord. I swear. I just need to be self-sufficient with the automatons. Really all I fucking need. Boom, boom, boom. Dun, dun, dun. The music in this game is so good.
Work shift begins. May Lord serve our great leader.
Well done. We have enough food. Okay, okay, okay. So now I can change the cookhouses to standard meals. Fan-fucking-tastic. Okay. Steam hub efficiency. We're producing a good amount. Charcoal kiln is just worthless. Okay, haha. Further reduced, damn, that would have been nice. Workshops and factories, not worth it. Let's see, we can get them more efficient. 10% better coal mining. Okay, I don't care about that. Heal people faster. I think we gotta go with the coal mine. Indeed. Let them fry. We produce enough coal for now. See, generator, safety bypass, boosted scout sleds. Well, it's a shame the boosted scout sleds don't fucking matter no more. Let's see. See, this would have been nice to see sooner. Oh. There might be people in those ice caves. Oh well, I can't get to them now. It's too late. They're dead. They are dead. 10% more efficient. Okay. So that costs steam core. I don't have steam cores no more. Could do that. Let's do the infirmary. So we have a good amount of icky sicky people.
Your labor is done.
I'm feeling pretty good about this. I think we will survive. Maybe. Bum, 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 bum. Dum, dum, dum. Why are you unhappy? Stop being upset. Must I build a shrine? I am building shrines. I have decided.
Hear me. New
Why does this
law
cost
in the
steel?
city.
God damn it. Wait a minute, will it make the robots more efficient? That would be funny. That would be hilarious. Please, make the robots more efficient. I think I need to build another house, don't I? I do. We have one person home. We have 10 people homeless. Where can I squeeze you in? Where you will be warm. Ah, right there. I think I'm as prepared for this storm as I possibly can fucking be.
coming.
Well, I produce.
Work shift begins. May Lord serve our great leader.
I should produce enough. 448 per day. And they want. Is there anything I can build for more wood though right now? No, cause like, I mean, we still have those there, but that's not that much. Got some there. But, There's seriously, how are there more people now? What the fuck? Or I'm waiting until I get the 1,300 wood. Dum 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 dum.
Your labor is done.
Alright, give me that. I could force them to work overtime. Get me wood.
New law. A new law has passed.
Yes, that is right. You must work one. I think we're. This is definitely not going to take us my whole usual stream time, so I don't know what I'm going to do when we're done.
Bundle up. It's getting colder. Bloodshed begins. May Lord preserve our great leader.
Need them more efficient. Well, we'll have plenty of wood. Yeah, I think I can build 2 houses. For the people. $25 of our people have died? How the fuck did that happen? Whoa! Whoa now! That's a bit crazy if you ask me. Princess. It's a bit fucking crazy. Alright, they're at 90%. Let's see, resources. I don't really need to... I don't really need to research anything right now. So I want to first gather the 1320 wood.
Your labor is done.
I'd probably destroy some of these med posts. I don't need that many. Now we have no wood. How are 8 people freezing? Yeah, you shouldn't be fucking freezing. There's plenty of options here, people. I guess I could, you know what, let's see. Switch one of our rope automatons to Lone Scotsman. What is there to really point? Fuck it. Just keep researching. while we can before the storm hits. Oh, the storm's about to hit. It's right there. In 3 hours. Negative 80 to what? What shall we drop to? Oh, it's gonna just go to negative 90.
Bundle up. It's getting colder.
A howling gale bursts upon the city, and the generator creaks and groans under the weight of the wind. Pale faces turn towards rattling windows. Trembling lips utter words of prayer. The cold will be brutal. Hunting is impossible. The soil in the hothouses will freeze. We will have to make do with the food we've stockpiled. You will have to inform me. Tell me what Jake Baldino has said, Clay. Inform me.
Get to work. Praise our glorious...
Oh, it's gonna keep getting colder and colder by the fucking day. Shit. Yeah, they're in a heat zone. I mean, I don't really need... Do I need to make more laws? I don't need to pass more laws. Survive the storm. Do I have to last a week? How many days? It doesn't fucking say. Alright. No. Producing plenty of coal. Fantastic. Means I could probably... Probably increase the zone. The heat range. There's no real point to it, aside from I just could. We have the means. We will survive. I shall lead us to a green paradise. Is there food? House shelter? No, there's no more house. How are you freezing? Why are you freezing? Stay in your homes. do I need to just... Fuck it. Halt. 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 Okay, yeah, it's because people were fucking stupid. Okay. Oh, I swear to God, if the coal mines... No, do not. Do not. Do not. Do not. No. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. If the coal mines break, we're fucked. Because that's where the automatons work. And they're what keep us alive. Those coal mines, man. Negative 100. Lord have mercy.
It's getting colder.
Better just build another large resource depot. We have the means of production. Send volunteers. You will die. And that's okay. Yep. Oops. Well, not really. Oops. You knew what to expect. Turn them off. Turn them off. Dun, 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 dun. And we could probably even go up to 4 range. Oh, I'm gonna need to. If I go to. That's why. But it, no, not yet. We can't overdrive yet. 10 more to die. I am like the Muad'Dib. I am doing what is necessary for humanity's survival. Commit to the bit. Never let it die. Raise the Mahdi to green paradise, as is written. I don't know when I should overdrive it. Let's see. Yeah, no.
It's getting colder.
Now they have a moderate risk of falling. I don't know if I can overdrive this much. At a certain point I'm gonna have to stop overdriving when it's the coldest though. Just a moderate risk. It's only a moderate risk of falling ill, all right? Everything's fine. We will make it. We will survive. We have to overdrive.
Cold is coming.
So one of our engines come crashing through the door, white face demanding to see you. I've run the calculations, the new data. The storm will pass in a couple of days, but the temperature just before the end will drop drastically. Nothing can protect us from such cold. Panic is starting to spread and people are losing hope. No, we will survive. survive a couple days, though. It will work. Praise the Mahdi. Oh, will it be able to... Is there anywhere I can sacrifice? Because there are houses there. There are people that work here. I don't know. We have to risk it. We have to let the overdrive go down. Some of you may oh, fuck. Alright, turn it back on. Jesus Christ. I'm sorry. I pressed a button. Jesus Christ. We have to leave overdrive on. Oh, fuck. The man who won the... I completely forgot about this man. I'm glad you found her. At least you... Thank God you don't need a house. Will that slow it down at all?
Bundle up. It's getting colder.
Oh no. Is this not enough? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? I have... Oh. 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 We survived! I thought... Alright, so if you want to survive the end of the world, send the children to the mines. That is the lesson I have learned here. Standard as a band of heathens cast out of haven. Was this a time-lapse of 80 souls lacking guidance? Yeah, that's how I built my disgusting city. That's cool. First, we put our children to work. Parents lost their children. Oh no. But we survived, damn it. And every day was a struggle. No, it was fine. There was like 300 people not working at the end of it. So we adapted. Violent public penance, denouncing infidels, vigilant faith keepers, and in the fight for survival, the Muad'Dib led us to green paradise. Oh, sorry, I mean, we crossed the line, yes. Faith became fanaticism. What do you mean? We did not go on a jihad or anything. Yet. Was it worth it? Yeah. I don't know how many people died. The blessed city of New London. 586 souls. Oh, that's because like 40 of them died in the end there. We had over 600 for a time. For a brief period, we reached 600. And then I let them freeze to try and save the generator. All right. That was Frostpunk. Gotta do a ranking now. That was fun. Da, 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 da. So let me pull up game streamed. Let's see, reviews. Backlogged. All right. Frostpunk. I think this sits... I think this sits with Citizen Sleeper at a 7 out of 10. And honestly, thinking back, I don't think Before Your Eyes is a 7. I think it's a 6. Yeah, Citizen Sleep, Frostpunk, 7 out of 10. Like, it's fun. But I think... I don't know, I'm... very, very, back and forth on... its difficulty. Because it's very much a game where you learn through failure, right? You very much learn through failure here, right? To figure out, like, the game and how to play it and how to succeed. At times, it's a little... I think it's more frustrating. I think the learning curve for the game and that difficulty is a bit much. I want to play it. Can it be March 19th when I can play it? Like, and then like some of the the very how limited you actually are on some of these resources kind of keeps you from eh, like, yes, there are multiple ways you can play the game and survive, but that comes with once you really know the game. You can do some probably funny stuff or funny builds. I'm sure you can probably uh maybe you could probably just keep the city alive by not building any of the buildings that use a steam core, and maybe you just only build automatons with the steam cores, and you can make your city function with that. That'd be a fun challenge. I could see that kind of thing. But at times, at least with the scenario, the one scenario I've played, the new home, kind of feels like there's really only one way to play it, almost, you know, or at least the easiest way to play it slash best way is the same. Like it's send the children to the mines. If you want to give yourself the easiest beginning, right, to gather those resources so that you can then build the research, so you can have engineers researching stuff, and then having more than one scout team as soon as possible, because you have the children collecting the resources instead of needing to send the adults to do it. Uh, and so that element being pretty present is a bit of a downer for the game. Still a fun game. Oh wow, we lost a lot of people actually towards the end there when I turned off the overdrive for a little bit, because I wasn't sure if the city was gonna be fine. If like I had to survive on that temperature drop for longer. Um, but yeah, uh, it's a good game. Just not as I think. Oh, it sits in a weird strategy game space, right? With other strategy games, kind of falls into the Civ like scenario where when you play Civ, there's kind of like there's really one way to play in the beginning, and that's being aggressive with settlers and stuff, right? Um, like, yeah, if you're a really good player, you can play it differently than that. But like for most people, the best way to play is to just be focus on settlers pretty early on to grab a few cities so that you can have the best the good resources that are close to you as soon as possible or whatever. And kind of building the cities ends up kind of being the same depending on like what victory you're wanting to go for. So it's just, but maybe that's just my taste in strategy games, and an element of them that I'm not a particular fan of. But again, I still had a good time. Um, what do I want? I want to play Oblivion. I really do. But also, it doesn't fucking work. They still haven't done a new update. So I'm like, I don't want to. Like, I'm sure maybe I could play it on my own time, but I don't want to. I was streaming this game for so much time. I spent so much time streaming it. I want to keep streaming it. I kind of want to play Skyrim. I don't know if can I stay alive, stay streaming while downloading Skyrim. Clay, you have not reported back to me about the frickin' Jake Baldino. God damn it. Gonna have to watch it myself, motherfucker. We'll switch to just chatting.
And we're back with another episode of Before You Buy, that show where we give you some
I already
straight-up
bought.
gameplay and our first impressions of the latest games releasing. It's me, Jake Baldino.
God, it
and
looks
today we're
good,
talking
though.
about Crimson Desert. There's been a lot of hype about
Though, except I don't like the wind on the bushes. That's a little too...
this big, splashy open world game, man. It's been in development by Korean studio Pearl Abyss for many years now, with some incredible looking visuals, but hype can...
I genuinely think I will have a good time with the exploration. I think I'll genuinely just be able to have fun with that. Like, even if the writing on those side quests isn't the best, I'll have fun just doing the things and exploring the things.
Now, how is the game actually? Is it actually fun to play? Well, it certainly is. Crimson Desert is, inspired clearly by so many other big games, from like The Witcher to Skyrim to Tears of the Kingdom to even a little Monster Hunter, manages to feel like a unique experience. Sometimes it's a weird experience, and I think some types of gamers are just gonna completely be turned off by some of it or just nope out, but ultimately, this feels like a big, ambitious, sometimes goofy, but passionate video game theme park to play around in, basically. If you could put up with some
Okay, sounds like a typical sort of Korean or even, Korean game. I mean, or really a lot of those East Asian, Japan, Korea. Hell, actually, no, just Asian games in general have that vibe. Where Winds Meet had that goofy stuff to it. They just... There's a common... It's not... They don't do these different companies from these different countries don't necessarily do the same thing, but they all sort of, at least from my American perspective, they give off the similar vibe. There's a similar goofy vibe, at least to me, in my eyes, in my lens, my perspective, that they all sort of share. Where Winds Meet had some of those elements. I don't think it was as bad as... I didn't find the goofy elements of Where Winds Meet. Like, outside... The AI stuff was awful. But, like, the goofy elements of the writing and then the game design, I didn't find as bad as the goofy elements of, like, Lost Ark or... what was that other game? There's the other Korean MMO. I cannot remember it. What was it? Hold on. Throne and Liberty. Throne and Liberty had a goofy element to it. Specifically a goofy, like, side character or something. I hated. I really could not stand it. But, like, I still put, like, a shit ton of hours. I put, like, what? How many hours did I put into Throne and Liberty? I think I put like 60 hours into Throne. Oh no, I put 34 hours into Throne and Liberty. 34 hours into Throne. Lost Ark, did I put... And I put 38 hours into Lost Ark. And Where Winds Meet, similar, 35 hours. Okay, so far all the Asian MMOs have a similar time cap for me. It's at the roughly just shy of the 40-hour mark. Will Crimson Desert be the same? We shall see.
yes here and there and are okay with great gameplay, but not a very compelling story, at least so far, then you'll have a blast in this world, man. Fun combat, rewarding exploration. The game does not hold your hand. It gives you a generous amount of game and content and great music and visuals. I've really enjoyed my time here. Now, keep in mind, this is a massive game, like just staggeringly big. One of the biggest we've seen in a long time, and this is just going to be our first impressions here. We've been playing a review copy, and this footage is captured running on PC and is spoiler free. The footage you see here only scratches the surface as we keep it to early stuff to avoid spoilers. Now, another thing, another disclaimer about footage here, this is the PC footage. We did not get our hands on console version of the game. And I've seen a lot of questions out there about the quality of console graphics and what players on Xbox Series S, X, PlayStation 5 base, like what they can expect. And so we're not messing around this time. Keep your eyes peeled for that. When the game launches, as soon as it launches, we're gonna get to work capturing footage on those other consoles to show you guys. Essentially, we're going to do a second before you buy video. That's gonna be a summary of some of what I say here, but with a lot of extra thoughts and lots of gameplay for those console versions so you can see for yourself and make sure that everything is copacetic, you know? Anyway, enough of that. First things first, Crimson Desert drops you into this medieval fantasy world filled with knights, kings, maidens, goblins, monsters, dragons, and then weirder stuff like some crude robotics and high fantasy technologist stuff. You play as Cliff. He is a warrior of the Greymanes, one of many factions in this world, and after being killed by a rival faction, you're revived by an otherworldly force and thrust back into the world, but with some superpowers. In the early hours of the game, it's up to you to just get your bearings, reunite with your Greymanes, build a camp and a home, and then go out on a bigger adventure. Now, I'm gonna rip the band-aid off here with a negative, but for me personally, the first like 8 hours or so of this game are not good at all.
Ooh.
It gets much, much better after that. Like it really picks up. Now, I know hearing that, I know some JRPG fans know what I'm talking about, but for some people, this might come as a shock. The game just has so many gameplay systems and mechanics that it takes hours to slowly introduce you to all of it. Like it trickles out. And even then, it actually manages to gloss over some things. There's going to be stuff that they don't explain to you. Look, if a game has a lot and it takes a lot of time to explain it all, that could be fine, I guess. It's not the game's fault. It's just that the quests they give you here, the things you need to do, are all just pretty boring. The game has a lot of weird, nonsensical moments that feel like disjointed, like stuff was cut from the game, or maybe it's just put in place to like annoy you or slow you down. Your motivation is basically very little, and the game gives you minimal story reasons to really care at the outset. I was nervous, kind of thinking to myself, like, you know, what's the big deal with this game? This seems kind of lame. But I stuck with it, and once this game opens up, it really opens up, and it's a ton of fun.
Okay, it is giving... It's giving that mod, it's very much like every time I've looked at gameplay of this, it has given me the vibe of that Novice Skyrim mod pack combat.
Fun, expressive combat that makes you feel powerful while keeping the game challenging. Loads of variety to it. The ability to play as other characters with their own unique spins, and then you switch to them GTA 5 style. There's base building, crafting, fishing, mining, bounty hunting, mounts, robots, jetpacks, riding dragons, weirder and weirder enemies. This is a game where the developers threw the kitchen sink at you. You could do tons of stuff. And I've talked about games like this before. But the difference with a lot of other games we've mentioned in the past that take this approach, here in Crimson Desert, most of it doesn't feel cynical or half-assed or including so much just to check boxes. Most of the systems here are done right and they feel good and are nicely implemented, down to like chopping a tree down or placing a table in your house, to the feel of a parry or horseback controls. But the biggest thing I think is combat. There's a lot you could do here with it just because the moveset slowly builds over time.
That going through this ravine here and seeing the river like that, and then just the rocks there. There's a specific part of the Red Dead 2 map that almost looks exactly like this, and I and I just can't help but see that right there.
You have a block parry.
I'm sure for those who have, if you know, you know. I feel like
Attack, heavy attack. You very quickly get a kind of force push ability that expands into more, and you think that's it. It sounds pretty simple, but the moveset expands greatly through your magical abilities, but also through a pretty damn solid skill tree with lots of different things to unlock. As much as it's a very hack and slashy style game, there's a surprising amount of like ability combos you can stack on one another and just pull off some really cool shit that makes you feel.
ooh, but like looking at the mini map, which I'm kind of, hold on. Look at all those red dots, and seeing how hack and slashy it is, that might get tiring depending on how quickly you can clear the place.
Feel powerful. The strike of a sword, a parry, all of that feels really good. The way Cliff will rend his sword into someone and pop the sword out with like a little flash of gore and the enemy flying away, it's just satisfying. And again, as the moveset expands, this just gets more and more fun. The game is happy to throw tons of enemies at you and let you go hog wild. If you want to use a bow and arrow to snipe out some guys and stealth around, that's fine. The stealth is a little weak, but at the very least, when you crouch and move around,
that's
the
disappointing
map
here.
Adapts to show you enemies' vision cones, which is cool. But
Oh.
typically I would thin the herd a little bit and then go all out with combat. If you're like me, you're going to be playing and you're probably going to end up like unlocking things and then using them a lot, like getting the ability to throw dudes, eventually getting the ability to like choke slam clothesline dudes, but then more massive magical abilities like a ground pound and just like all kinds of effects you can stack on one another. So again, combat with a pretty simple, straightforward foundation that gets surprisingly complex. And that's a big part of what I'm saying here is like, when the game really opens up, it gets a lot more fun because you get to just do all this wild stuff. And how all these systems, again, starting with small foundations and building upon that, all kind of lead
I can carry the cock.
to fun
Whoa.
player experimentation. The game's not holding your hand, it's letting you just figure out what you can do, how capable you are just by messing around. Kind of like figuring
All right,
out
where are the
your
negatives,
tricks
Jake?
and, like,
Where are
tips
the negatives?
where you essentially get to cash in all the goodwill you've earned by doing side quests for random citizens. Would get stuck on things, or they just they wouldn't show what I wanted it to show. Not to mention that during combat it can also be really annoying. There is a lock-on button, but sometimes that will actually work to your detriment as well, so you got to constantly kind of be aware of the camera, and that's a little crazy when you're also dealing with so many other things. Like I mentioned, the combat as it builds can be pretty complex, specifically because one of the main abilities the game gives you is like Ultra Hand from Tears of the Kingdom. So you're able to shoot out this grappling hook, which eventually you can kind of use it as a grappling hook, but at the start, it is essentially this big giant hand grabby thing that you can grab enemies, you can manipulate the environment and what have you, and that just adds a whole other layer to the complex control scheme. Most of the time it works pretty well, but it can be kind of overwhelming, especially with, and again, like when you're really getting the ropes in this game, like the game gives you so many abilities, you could be stuck at a point or at a puzzle and not really come up with the solution and really struggle because you forget you have so many other weird little things in your moveset or your repertoire at your disposal. That aside, some of the puzzles here are kind of nonsense. I really didn't like a lot of them. You're probably gonna have to look up a guide to figure out some of them.
Oh.
For every puzzle I found that I enjoyed, I found 3 others that I was like, oh, that's stupid, or that doesn't make sense at all. So it's a double-edged sword. Some of them are just frustrating, or I feel kind of poorly designed or laid out, but on the other hand, with other things in this game, like, it just doesn't hold your hand. It really lets you go figure things out. It lets you find quests completely by yourself. It lets you find special items or abilities on your own. And its gameplay systems like, combat and navigation and stuff like that also are set up to allow you to discover ways to use them on your own. And I think that's another thing that's really helped pull me into this. Because again, the story's not really going to do it. I like learning about the world and seeing what the hell's going on with some of the weirder elements of it, but ultimately with Cliff himself and some of his characters, as much as the voice acting is pretty solid, I don't really care too much about what's going on with them. It was hard to really reel me in with that. I am a story game enjoyer and a lore enjoyer, and I really wish this game gave me more to care about with like stuff like that. I wish there were characters I fell in love with more. I wish there were NPCs I kind of got to know a little better, maybe interacted with a little more. I wish I felt a little bit more connected to this world, other than the fact that I am in it. It is detailed. I feel like a part of it, but just with no emotional connection whatsoever. But thankfully, again, the way the game encourages exploration, the amount of things you have at your disposal, that has really kept my ass in the seat and playing this game. Again, there are so many elements in this game, but that I don't even have time to cover it all in one video. So I would definitely say, along with like if you're waiting for console footage, definitely watch some other reviews, because I think people are going to feel pretty differently about this one. You really need to drill down and make sure this game is for you, because sometimes it's a little janky, sometimes it's a little weird, sometimes
I don't
it's
mind a little
nonsensical,
jank.
but it can also be incredibly rewarding. I've seen a lot of people lumping a lot of expectations on this one, and is it worth the hype? I think so far, yeah, it is. Depending on what you want from games, depending on your frustration level with some weird or quirky things in games, I think Crimson Desert is really great so far, and I'm definitely going to recommend it to a fair amount of you guys. Again, proving, you do
All
your
right.
research and just make sure you know what
I
you're
trust
getting
you, Jake
into. Hopefully
Baldino.
this-
I like the part where he gave me straight up gameplay. I love that comment every time. We're crimsoning our desert to this one. I'd love to have the mod pack back for Skyrim, but I don't have storage space for it. I think I'm just going to actually end stream there. I don't really feel like being. I think we did. So it was set out to do. Finished Frostpunk. We survived the storm, and I will be back tomorrow night after I get home from work. Be home around 10 p.m. and we'll load up Crimson Desert, and we'll crimson our desert. Yeah, that will be a good time. Clay, Iconics, thank you all for hanging, and I will see maybe one of you tomorrow night. Otherwise, I'll see y'all Friday, or it might be an all-day stream, Crimson Desert, should I enjoy what I enjoy in the first 2 hours. But according to gamer ranks there, it seems like maybe you gotta wait a few hours to start to enjoy it. But anyways, yeah, bye-bye.